guess?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it.
Have you tried concentrate?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your...
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is...
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink...
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me. Who, you are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't care.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile? Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have chronic... Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her. That's what the guys say, officer. That some chick pumped you and then dumped you, threw you away like an empty juice carton. You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not...
One needs tending to right now, he thinks, looking around the room. God, these apes.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot...
It's not fucking cryo-acrylate.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and as you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the last...
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. The pull-out toolbox slides... You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street... see a set of tired cop habit. This isn't case-related, you think. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your ring. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling-in rags, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carrier.
Somehow that makes you feel scared.
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. This Post Lavatorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox. Also, the mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully then, so do you. You shudder. Then the worn and beaten wooden planks of the
We can sit on benches after we've...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to... It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of the...
They do after 7 days.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the delicate and fragile. They feel these are clearly not boots. They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually... No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found.
Nice. That makes sense.
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on to.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes. I have no idea what that means. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a port.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These black whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections. Peek it, the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination. E50.
Good. Can you read it to me?
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the current...
Indeed. From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to...
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot? How many clues do you need? You already found the number. Besides... There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt. His torso, the hangman's knot, is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard edge. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt. Big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor air.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch.
That could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, his corpse is marked by stars, alcohol, and heartbreak.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword.
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right. Gone. For you to discover, you've got someone who knows about history could tell you. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed.
I'm gone. Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west. I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes. I'm a killer. A motherfucker. Go ahead, Coppo. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You might be onto something there. Because you have. Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
No, not quite. Be fair now. You sure got out of that one, Coppellini. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins.
So, what do you think? Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digest.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Maybe. I agree.
His personality is no longer
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material. Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees. Someone else? You mean...
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
No. Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno.
Silence. With his elbow and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 armistice. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of...
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? Kuno's sorry too.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in...
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assist. We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job.
How do you plan to get him down, then? With social sensibility? Are you going to educate him down? The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants.
Yes, we do. It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, the slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
A plume of smoke. The man before you is naked.
Yes, we do. It's bad as it... Go ahead.
This is the...
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana.
The cold piece.
The fuck are you...
The buckle comes into focus in your...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth?
Your field of the slow move.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. The man before you is naked, but for...
Yes, we do. It's bad. Go ahead.
This is the...
Yeah, take it, you fucking
The cold piece.
The fuck are you wait...
The buckle.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your
Your field, the slow...
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
A plume of... The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white.
Yes, we do. Okay. They do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body. To be indebted to Everard. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
He's a dangerous and corrupt man.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
From the gate. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. Thank you anyway.
Yes. Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. for the room, drinks, and Yes?
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh. Well, I didn't...
You didn't say she wrote it. You asked what it was doing there.
Sir, it was
The timidness is gone for a second. Something else takes its place. A readiness.
I don't know anything about that either.
Pig is a widely used term for...
No need to worry. We are not saying you...
Okay. Well, I...
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have... Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to...
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Build rights of people, rights of workers, to have gain...
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to sound... I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the...
Right to work! Right to work!
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like,
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for others. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. For different people, his shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If you...
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the mark.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask...
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only...
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They... Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Why not? I see numerous reasons not to pick a side. Pity.
Let us work! We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't...
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there, Mr. Scab Leader.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Scab?
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if they...
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big...
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your app.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do. Passing around was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the... I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guard?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead? Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him. Then press the button to unlock the door. Then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could bet, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong. Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough into... Sure.
body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, I'm Sandwich. You are not. What is this androgynous display of sexuality?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing...
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternally.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostat. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now you will be
It is, baby, yeah.
There is a button right behind him. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the army. Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history. Bring your troops to the Simenine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store...
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist. Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then...
You are obviously a liberal, Sayolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtic. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. I knew you would go straight for the vile cauldron. Everyone does. You need to first learn.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, it just won't make any sense.
Yes, it would seem nonsensical.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals. A receding genetic pool has led the Mound on reprehensible street parades. In Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on the Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent in overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them as proven by the Mound and the Mesk. Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Simonese and the Areopagite are on the ascent. The indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Simonese inhabit the The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Simonese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from me. The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Simonese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnacy. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno Areop.
Nature was not capable of more.
Type B are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier.
The Khoikos of Grad, Yugo, Zhimsk, Shest et al. Are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Yes, to an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a hand sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. This is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people, the Koiko, the countless micronationalities of Grad are all inexplicably obsessed with Podat. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic.
Wouldn't he be one for ethnostates?
They are microscopic. The Semino-Areopagite superstate will cover the entire remaining planetary crust, uninterrupted. Its leaders will be the genetic epitome of the Simonese and Areopagite stock. Elected Revacholians, halfway between Type A and the Racial Cauldron. Two makes to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over. Like a fever dream, the revolution came to Ravachol from Grad in Zara's ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia. A hereditary prion condition passed from the Koiko to the Occidentals. But not sexually. Probably through trade routes and potate acid, the prime component, enough of type mediocrity. Types CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures, lesser races like the mosquito, a grotesque mixture of a masked woman and a Seminese man. Only possible if the mosquito is born sterile, like a donkey. All they have left is to ride customized motor.
It seems unlikely that two human beings produce genetically sterile offspring.
You are right. You have misunderstood. You lack basic philo. Then there is the Simino Koiki Kaimira. Are you sure you... The Koiko, as you know, are very servile, especially when they meet the rich man. Racial scientists have toyed with the idea this will never happen. The Simonese and the Koiko may have similar interbreeding problems as the mosquito. We will never know precisely, but enough. It is cruel to entertain ourselves with the deformities of Type CF. Were there any able-bodied races you needed? You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery. We will see.
Access to the Union is important for our investigation, but there may be another way.
Am I mildly worried he might take it seriously? The lieutenant thinks. Yes, I am, he concludes.
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instant. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss, Tibere Vacholian. Your love for disco music? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race, Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. He has the... Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs? Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of it. We are the future. That is all. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. No, I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from Couronne, and no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding
The lieutenant does...
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Stop showing me your pathetic cup.
He had nothing to do with it.
Racists are generally not very good. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also,
That atavistic stigmatum makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this. Racist. I am.
The drawings are precise and look true.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric.
Your earlobes are flawless.
Yes. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal. An offspring. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence.
Yes? What about me? Good. Let's change this.
appalling cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Fuck does Kuno care? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying...
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug, Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two to...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from...
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit... The fuck? A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And
Tell the Kuno who it was.
Stop turning into a...
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Pig, that's the past. You and Kuno are now. Let's talk about how you opened the secret door, fucking at Kuno's kingdom. Shit, get the fuck out of here.
You can't do that, Kuno.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or that's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno's...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could...
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secret. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. Yet, that conclusively explains how the coke got up there.
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Not everyone can fly like Kuno. You're old. You'll never make it. Moose piss.
Moose piss is probably alcohol.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't...
With an off-key melody starts playing.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't...
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but no one answers. You ring the doorbell, but nothing. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. You hear static from the intercom speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. The lieutenant exchanged.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go. No. Something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work.
A spot of static overrides her word.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. All right. Maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your... There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you.
Wait. Is she...
Michelle. Why did you even call?
Is this some kind of joke? The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your mic.
Ever since I... As if my mind's been wiped.
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. This is where you hung up the call the last time. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and no one replies. But the static grows stronger, like rainfall. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together...
That is true. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
You can still see the top of her.